Hello friends, Tanya here, and I am bringing you a brand new Spellbinders Christmas kit. This is the all aboard Christmas kit, and it comes in this adorable box. They have been doing a Christmas card kit every year for the last few years, and I have part of the box covered up because that's where my address is. You get this beautiful box that is heavy. It is heavy and it is full of so many things. And I'm going to do an unboxing here and show you all the goodies that come in this kit. There is a card in with some, an inspiration card with some pictures of some projects they've completed. There's this pack of tag items, and there are 6 of these larger tags. Each of them are different. And then the next package, because there are 3 bags in this particular grouping. And then there are these 6 shaped tags and a bundle of fairly thick twine here. And then some sentiment flags to go with the tags. And there are 12 of those, and there are 12 individuals. There are no repeats. Each of these is different. All Christmas themed, all have some glitter details on them. Glitter and foil is featured throughout these pieces of ephemera and elements for cards and projects. This pack has some poinsettias or poinsettias, however you say it, and some have a watercolor look, some are foiled, and some of them layer. There are a couple of different groupings here. There is a red poinsettia with more of a watercolor brush look and foiled center, and then this white poinsettia with gold foiling. There are several branches and leaves and berries that go with this. There are some berries that have gold foiling on them and some that do not. You don't always want foiling on your projects, or maybe you just want to accent a couple pieces with foiling. More branches, more flowers, all kinds of goodness. That's just one pack of ephemera. Here is another pack of ephemera. It is jam-packed with stuff. And I'm going to pull these all out and start separating them kind of in themed groupings so that you can see them all together. So I'm going to lay them all out and show you each group. I've got, what do I have here? I think I have 5 groupings. This first group has that very country charm look to it, with a couple of houses, a mason jar, a couple of deer, and a tree. And there are 2 each of these ephemera pieces in this pack. Then we have this kind of Candyland look to it grouping with bells and Christmas bulbs, packages, candy, champagne glass, stars, and a couple of different trees, and this rainbow candy cane, and a couple of sets of bows and some snowflakes. Then we have this whimsical kind of Polar Express, Santa's, waiting for Santa type grouping. We've got these stack of books with a cup of tea, some Christmas stockings, a letter to Santa, and this really cool kind of steampunky balloon. Then we have more of these flowers. They're gorgeous. I think my favorite piece in this is this wreath. It's solid in the center. It doesn't die cut out, but it definitely has a watercolor look to it with loose brush strokes and lots of variation in color. More of the flowers in the watercolor look, and then some white, well, actually some gold foil on white, just some line images in foiling. Last up, I think this is the last grouping of the ephemera. These are all like sentiment pieces. We've got 2 Christmases and 2 joys. Both of those are gold foil on white. Then we have this letterboard look. We've got a couple of tickets, another tag, some cute sayings on circles and postage stamp looks. some blank flags in a couple of different patterns, and they have the little spot that pops out so you can put a string through it so they look like a dangly tag. We've got all of these sentiment banners, and there's 2 each of the sentiments. I can't read all of them. December to remember, special delivery, fa la la, New Year, surprise. We've got holiday wishes, Merry, and Merry Christmas on the other side. And then we have 3 packs of sticky embellishments. This pack has some dimensional stickers, and they're kind of squishy, and they do have a lot of dimension. Lots of glitter and foil going on here. We've got Oh What Fun, several little candy strips, a couple of sentiments, Let the Festivities Begin, and Naughty or Nice, a big couple of bells. And our second pack of sticky embellishments is a set of foam letters and numbers and some symbols. So it's all of the letters, multiples of several of them. And again, they are quite raised and sticky and all glitter. Who doesn't love glitter? Glitter is, you know, Christmas is like our biggest excuse to use glitter. Next up, we have several sentiments these are on a clear sheet, and these have no dimension. They are flat and will stick to most things. They are adhesive backed. I actually like these the best. I don't know how well I like the foam ones. We're going to find out because I'm going to make a bunch of cards with this kit. Then we have a sheet, actually 2 sheets of chipboard ephemera. These are all sticky backed also. And we've got several different pieces here. We've got a train, we've got a mason jar, we've got a cute little hedgehog, some really cool sentiments. I love that joy, love, and peace one. Family, gather together, all is bright. Then we have some more, and this one is kind of like a Polaroid picture frame, but it's got several layers, all of them peel apart. More sentiments, some photo corners, and some tags. And then next up we have some embellishments. These are some faceted jewels with some glitter combined in them. And the colors all coordinate with the colors of the kit. There's 2 different sizes and 4 different colors. Next up, we have the pattern paper pad. This is a 6x6 pattern paper pad. There are several patterns in here, and they are fairly lightweight, just like all of the kit paper pattern papers. But there are some gorgeous papers in here. I'll just flip slowly through. There are 2 each of these pattern papers. This one is a very floral pattern, lots of colors. I love this fawn type one. We've got some handwriting, some color block stripes, this green. Oh, this is like my favorite. It's got the watercolor look with the foiling. This is a green backing with some foiled candy, some speckles. Oh, this one's fun too. Groups of trees with some foiled words in it. Then we have this neighborhood pattern, lots of houses, some pops of colors in the window, a pretty blue wood grain, an ombre from pink to yellow, plaid, some green with white stripes, a bunch of bows on a pink background, another fawn or deer type pattern, and it even has like a fur texture to the background. Here's a loose abstract. To me, on the one direction, kind of looks like a city on a hill. Then we have some red with white stars, a wood grain with some watercolored greenery, and one more, this navy blue with a gold pattern over the top. There are a lot of sheets of paper. I'm sorry, I didn't look. I want to say it's like 40 sheets of paper in that pad. You also get a stamp set in this kit, and it has lots of sentiments. I love it when there are a lot of sentiments included. These are builder sentiments. You've got a large word and then several sub-sentiment pieces, some elements that aren't sentiments. And then next we have, oh, what am I going to pull out next? I think it's the, oh yes, the sequins. There's a baggie full of little red, very shiny sequins. And then we also have a stack of 25 card bases and envelopes. These are all A2 size. That is the most preferred size for card making, or it has been historically. And they do fit in nicely. These are going to be great for creating a pile of cards. You're going to be able to make far more than 25 cards with this kit. But they get you started with 25 card bases and envelopes. And then there is a stack of cardstock. Now I divided these out by color. We've got some greens here. I think we've got 3 different greens, and they have them organized kind of by color palette. I'm going to pull them apart and group the colors together. That's how I prefer to store mine, and that's how my brain works. We've got some pinks and reds here, and there's a full sheet of each of these. And then we've got some, I think it's some blues next. Yep, we've got a light blue and a dark blue. And then we've got some neutrals. We've got black, we've got a darker gray and a lighter gray. We've got a cream and a white. And then the awesome Spellbinders gold and silver foil. 1 sheet of each of those. These are double-sided. They are my favorite foiled papers ever. And if you love these as much as I do, you'll be thrilled to know they offer full packs in the Spellbinders shop. We're also going to get a sheet each of gold and red glitter paper. I did keep mine in the plastic packaging because it does, it's not a big glitter shedding paper, but it does shed just a little bit. So I'm going to keep mine in the plastic until I'm using it, which won't be long. I'll be using it before this video is even done. And next up, we have the dies and the adhesives. You get 2 of these squares full of pieces of foam adhesive and a roll of tape, double-sided tape. And here is the die set. The die set is always my favorite part. And of course, since this is the all aboard Christmas kit, it has a train with a train car behind it. It also has the makings for an ornament, a Christmas tree, and several presents. Here I'm just lining them all up so you can see the pieces. We've got the trunk and some snow to put snow edging on that. This is the train car that goes behind the train. The wheels, all of the specialty elements for the train to deck that out as much as you want it to. And I'm going to scatter all of the products. Look at all of this stuff that you get in this kit. It is giant. You'll be creating cards for days. And I'm telling you, if you want to make cards with your grandkids or your own children, this would be a great way to do it. Here's the stamp set. And there is that inspiration sheet that also comes in the kit. Holy cow, don't you want it right now? I'm going to take a moment here to show you how to assemble the different pieces or products with the dies. I did speed this way up. If you would prefer to see this slower, just click on your settings at the bottom of the screen, at the bottom of the video, and you can change the playback speed. You can either speed it up or slow it down. There are no browns in this kit, so I took a little Copic marker and colored the trunk white after I die cut the pieces for the tree. I'm just adhering the little snow band at the bottom of each of the layers of this tree, and using some fine detail glue and tweezers is a good idea. These are little pieces. You can do it with just your fingers, but I find it far faster and less frustrating. I don't find it frustrating at all with the tweezers to adhere your little pieces together. So I did not look at my inspiration sheet before I started assembling this. So far, so good, but I do mess up partway through. You have all of these pieces that you can add details on the train. You wouldn't have to. You certainly don't have to put all of these pieces on. You can still tell that it's a train. But I think the details really make this come to life. I do put the wrong pieces here, and you'll see me fix that in just a little bit. I'm trying, but boy howdy, they do not fit there. I figured out that the smaller piece actually goes on that center stack. There you go. And then I don't know where that other piece was supposed to go. I did not put it where it belonged. I have figured out where it's what is supposed to go there. You could add silver details to some of these pieces. I just went with black, and I'm relying on the layers to add extra detail. There are little pieces that add highlights to the different layers on the train. Here is the train car, and that if you cut two of that band that goes on the bottom, you'll have a piece to go at the top of the train also. I cut the wheels from silver, and oh, see, I figured out where that piece goes, and put it on the right way. Thankfully, you can still peel the paper off. So you take the connectors for the wheels, and I put a dab on the center of each of the wheels and then attach the bar that goes across. And then there's a bar that connects the two smaller wheels to the big wheel. And then I'm going to adhere that to the bottom of the train. I'm trying to use my mat, the lines on my grid mat, to help me keep the lines or the wheels all even at the bottom, because you want them even. They're going to rest on the train tracks that way. I'm going to do the small wheels the same. It's the same dies, and attach those. And I had one little tiny piece left. I couldn't figure out where to put that originally, but at the end of this video, I do figure it out, and I'll show you. I've assembled the two pieces of the bow. You've got the two tails and the rabbit ears, so to speak, and you just put those together. This piece, I'm sorry, I got off the screen after I zoomed in so you could see the details better. I didn't realize I was out of screen when I was assembling the present. There are 4 presents, and 2 of them create some lovely embossing on them. The other 2 do not. I did glue that long strip, and you just trim it. That's where that little tiny connector goes, right between the cars. And that's how you assemble all the pieces. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some ideas or let you know what was in the kit so you can decide if you want to get it. There's links in the description box below. Subscribe, like, all the things. Until next time, bye-bye.